Hi, good evening. Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. My name is Keith. I'm the Associate Director for Marketing from Kohler Energy. Before I start sharing on Kohler Clean Energy Solution, I would like to congratulate our partner CKE for the wonderful milestone. And we look forward to many more years together with CKE. Right. So Kohler is going to share a little bit about the clean energy solution that we have to offer and towards the road of renewable energy and clean energy solution. A little bit about Kohler Energy. So Kohler Energy is a 103 years company. Kohler company itself is celebrating 150 years this year. So we have about 110 total global location, total of 7 different business units within the Kohler Energy group. Globally, Kohler employs about 8,200 employees with about 200 plus countries and territories where our products goes into, right? And in total, we have 5 different manufacturing locations just for generator sets spread across the globe. Our 7 business units are mainly supporting backup energy and also power. So we have UPS. We have power system, this is where I belongs to the energy generator set. We have power for residential energy. We have Cut Energy specialized in gas and installation. We have Curtis specialized in renewable energy control. We have Hela specialized in power management for renewable energy as well. And we have the engine division. Right. So before I move on, I'd like to share a little bit on clean energy and why clean energy is important to every one of us. So as you can see that out of today, about 23% of installed energy from Thailand base are from renewable energy. But that is not enough to meet the climate control and the sustainable goal from the Thailand government. Thailand government proposed to achieve net zero GHG by target of 2065 and carbon neutrality by 2050. So by doing so, they are looking into renewable energy, they're looking into new laws and regulation to achieve the net GHG target that they want, right? So Thailand government is committed for renewable energy to account for 50% of new power generated by 2050. So why is this important? You might be thinking that backup power generators, you do not operate it most of the time. In fact, for most backup generators, in a normal environment, a working environment, you usually operate between 10 to 30 minutes per month. So why is it important? If you look at the figure below, the generator size, new generator size is about 158 million in 2021. It's expected to grow to 236 or even 237 million by 2030. So you can see that the amount of generator installed in Thailand market is going to grow substantially. So every little bit contributes to carbon footprint. So how does Kohler achieve in clean energy approach? We adopt a 2-tier approach. What is a 2-tier approach? First is the evolutionary approach, which we improve in our existing product. We look at improvement in our existing product to achieve better emission control at what you can get today. And the revolutionary approach is what we're looking into new product, new energy, new equipment that you can see that's coming in the near future that can help our customers to achieve net zero or rather net zero carbon footprint. So let's touch a little bit about what we are doing right now. So we look into engine optimization. So engine optimization, we look into control in the engine combustion rate. We look into the increase in the thermal efficiency of engine. We look into exhaust recycling to reduce on the emission performance. As of now, we can also look into renewable fuel and alternate source of fuel besides fossil fuel. That will also help to reduce in the emission level that you can see from the generator sets. And not forgetting maintenance. So CK is very focused in maintenance for the genset out in the market. So by adopting innovation approach in maintenance, you'll be surprised that you can also control in the overall emission standard for the generator sets. So how does this work? So, and moving forward in future, or rather what we are offering right now in the near future, we are looking to 2 new technology. One is fuel cell, hydrogen fuel cell solution that will be an alternate source of product for you to provide backup power. Another one will be battery storage, will be another solution that you can look forward to that can also be a source for backup power as well. So let's look at what we are able to offer right now today in engine optimization. So in engine optimization, we continuously improve our engines, the engines that we offer to the market, with better control in combustion, better fuel efficiency. We're able to achieve Tier 2, EPA Tier 2 emission without any modification to the engine itself. And if you want to achieve up to EPA Tier 4, we can offer additional SCR filter to achieve Tier 4 emission standard. On top of that, we also be looking into feedback for the engine. There's a remote monitoring whereby look into the condition of the engine itself to ensure the engine is burning at the most efficient rate. And also the no load testing allow you to test the engine without using any load that will help to cut down on emission and fuel consumption as well. Okay. And next, alternate fuel is also another option that we can offer to the market. So as a lot of you in the market will be familiar with biofuel. So biofuel is a source of alternate fuel as well. But what we are offering here is HVO. HVO is hydro-treated vegetable oil. So what's the difference between HVO and biofuel? HVO and biofuel difference is the way that it's being refined. HVO is refined in a way that it provides a different compound that is actually much better as compared to biofuel, in the sense that HVO has a very similar characteristic of diesel. So when I say about similar characteristic of diesel, meaning that it can actually mix with diesel in the fuel tank and operate the genset on its own at any percentage or proportion. So you can have 70% HVO, 30% diesel, 100% HVO, 0% diesel, or even 10% diesel and 90% HVO. It will still work as it is without any modification. So this is unlike when you're using biofuel. And biofuel and fossil fuel have a disadvantage in terms of oil aging. So the fuel need to be maintained. When you store the oil in the fuel tank, fossil fuel and also biofuel will need to be maintained on a regular basis, meaning that you need to pump it out and clean the fuel every 6 months or so. But for HVO, it's zero maintenance. You can store in the fuel tank, you don't have to do any maintenance. You can store more than 10 years, and you will still be able to work as it is. And the best part about HVO is the way that it's being processed and refined. It's able to reduce NOx by up to 5 to 10%, able to reduce particulate mass by up to 30%, and significantly reduce in CO2. So CO2, as you are all aware, is the major component that is contributing to climate change at this moment. So this is one big factor and one big advantage of having a HVO drop-in for your genset. The third current solution that we can offer out in the market is what we call conscious care. If you're aware about genset, every genset is just like your vehicle. You need to turn it on regularly to maintain it, to keep the engine warm. Same thing for genset. Even if you're not using it, you need to turn it on every month to make sure that it's running efficiently. So this running of the genset, what we call exercising, is actually consuming a lot of fuel. At the same time, also produce emission to the environment. What Kohler can offer is what we call the conscious care program. You can have your exercise, your monthly exercise to the genset at zero load. So meaning that you do not have to apply any load at all. The minimum requirement load for most manufactured genset will be 30 to 50%. So for Kohler, we can offer zero load. So by using zero load, it can reduce the fuel consumption by 44%. Annual emission consumption by up to 40%, right? A second feature that we can further offer is that it's recommended to exercise your genset every month on a monthly basis, 12 times a year. For conscious care program, you can reduce it to be once every 4 months. So meaning that you only need to do it for 3 times a year. By doing so, you reduce the fuel efficiency by up to 71%. It's even better than the no-load exercise. And the annual emission by 69%. So this is what we're offering right now. In the near future, we are improving our engine technology. We are looking into exercise twice a year. So reduce from once every 4 months to only once every 6 months. And our end target is to exercise once every year. So that will further reduce our emission and fuel consumption as well. And for future technology, and rather what we can offer right now in the near future, we are talking about fuel cell technology. So fuel cell solution that we offer to the market is a drop-in complete fuel cell solution. It comes in the module of a container module of 10 kilowatt, 100 kilowatt, 500 kilowatt, and 1 megawatt. So it allows end user to easily drop in, plug in, and play, and use a fuel cell as a backup solution on the spot without much changes in installation and also design consideration. So how does our fuel cell solution works? We use a single module type, so every fuel cell itself comes with the module. So individual modules are assembled together for bigger power. So say for example, the 100 kilowatt modules that we have, you will see 2 of these type of modules inside one container. Likewise for the 500 kilowatt and 1 megawatt as well. So this allows us to modularize the fuel cell solution that we have. You can increase in space and capacity as and when the project requires. And as I mentioned, it's a drop-in solution. It comes in a container package. You don't have to do any modification. You don't have to do any changes to an installation site. You just get the container, drop in, plug in, and play, and you start to provide backup power on its own. So fuel cell is one solution that we are offering to the market right now as a future technology in complement our existing product. All right. So before I end my presentation, just a very quick short video on the fuel cell products that we have that we recently just launched last month. All right, thank you very much.
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you very much Mr. Ku